How's everybody doing? A blessed afternoon to all. Uh, Decided to make a short video today. This is my purple crepe myrtle, and she's beginning to bloom. And look at those beautiful pink white flowers. And she's the very first one every year to bloom. And I rarely show her because she's right behind my apple tree and almost into the neighbor's yard. But she's blooming, and look how beautiful she is. I will also show you a couple of more things that are blooming. Speaking of blooming or fruiting, these are my grapes, and she is full and growing nicely. Considering the rough winter we had, I did not think this will happen, but she is producing a ton of fruit this year. And soon all this will be nice purple grapes. She's looking beautiful. My Meyer lemon just finished blooming, and some of its blooms are starting to become tiny lemons, as you can see right there. It's a tiny lemon, and it's another one right there. And they normally drop the flowers, and the flowers becomes the blooms. Right next to it is my guava, and she's gonna bloom and flower and fruit. Take a look at that, nice. She's getting ready to do that after recovering from a rough winter. She relieved, dropped almost all her leaves, and look at her now, doing really nicely. My star fruit, not blooming yet, but as you can see, the leaves are starting to come out after losing all of it. Starfruit does not like cool nights. Anything below 50 degrees and does not like it. This was a gift. If I would have known it was this finicky, it's I would have never accepted it. But it was a free gift, and she looks okay. She's gonna be okay. Let's see what happens with the blooms. This right here is my variegated leaf ponderosa lemon, and it looks like she's gonna have a bloom. She got a tiny bloom in the center there, and it looks like she will be blooming pretty soon also. This is my other ponderosa lemon, and over winter she bloomed, and the fruit is a result of that bloom in the winter. And right now she's starting to rebloom once again. Look at all those blooms coming out, and she's looking spectacular. A huge surprise for me was, as you can see, this is a mango tree, and look at how small she is. She's in that pot right there, and lo and behold, she's got a ton of blooms on her. I don't know if anything will become of that, but blooms usually means fruit, and I will be shocked and surprised if any of this becomes fruit. Next to it is my grapefruit. She did bloom over the winter, and that's a result of just that one grapefruit there is the result of the blooms. And so far, she hasn't leafed out anymore, and no blooms this season or this summer or pre-summer. This right here is my Buddha's hand citrus, and she is blooming at the moment and already starting to form fruit. Take a look at that. And a very strange looking citrus, but another gift. But the fruit looks like a hand or a glove whenever it grows. And we shall see if it starts growing. My apple tree is in its off season, meaning it produces 1 year and 1 year it doesn't. And last season she had about 1 million apples, and this season none, zero. I don't see any. That's my cherry tree right there. She already finished blooming and fruiting, and all the fruits are gone. thanks to guests, myself, and the birds. We already enjoyed all the fruits of her labor. My excuse me, my fig tree did suffer a lot of damage this past horrendous winter, and I will be cutting off all those empty branches up there. That's about 10 feet of height right there, and she's gonna go back down to this level right here, which is maybe like 5 feet, and I will be trimming all that off. But she is coming back nicely, and so far I don't see any fruit, but I'll be shocked if she fruits this year. I guess this is like a recovery season now, considering the harsh winter we had. Right there is my lemon tree that I grew from seed. And as you can see, she is full of blooms. And hopefully we'll have a ton of lemons from her this season. But you never know. And right next to her is my blood orange. And she is in full bloom. And I could see some of the fruit starts forming on it already. Nice and small, but I could see it forming already. So she's going to be blooming and fruiting this season. Take a look at that. She's beautiful. And this other orange tree here is the one I grew from seed. Grew a lot of leaves nicely, and the cold did not get to her, and she hasn't fruited or bloomed yet. That's the one I grew from seed. She's full of blooms. The garden continues to look spectacular. And this is one of my pineapples, and she does have a pineapple on her. And last season she gave me four, and this season only one. But I will take that because all these things are unexpected and a bonus. What can I say about the rest of the garden? Everything is looking beyond spectacular, and I'm happy with it. And we've been getting beautiful weather, or maybe a little hot for the season, like in the 90s the last couple of days, but it's been raining afterwards, and it's keeping the garden in a balanced sort of way. These two plants right here, somebody dropped them off last season. They're amaryllis, and I'm assuming they have red flowers. But she's getting bigger and bigger, and soon I know she's gonna form the pods as well as this one right here. Somebody dropped it off into my highway inside a pot, all dried up. There were two bulbs. I just planted them and put them here, and I always welcome that. We have a ton of people that drop off stuff to me so I could grow it, or because they can grow it or take care of it themselves, and I take them and plant them and regrow them. And I wonder why. Another look at the crepe myrtle from this side of the garden, and my beautiful Washingtonia, full recovery. And look how beautiful that crown has gotten. And my yellow plumeria has almost all her leaves on it, and soon she'll put out the flower pods and flower it up. And my croton has been recovering nicely. This one after losing most of its leaves, and this one continues to be more beautiful, as well as my bird of paradise here. She's inside a pot right behind this bench. This elegant beauty right here, she's about 9, 10 feet tall. It's my Haas avocado plant, which I grew from seed. This is her ninth or 10th season, I'm not sure. I think I grew her maybe 10 years ago, started growing her. She's lost a lot of her leaves because of the cold, and she relieved, but she has yet to bloom. And one of these days, I can almost feel it. She's going to surprise me with some blooms, but she is quite beautiful. And of course, she's grown in a pot, and she goes into my sunroom in the winter. The Musa Basju bananas continue to impress me with how much size they've gotten. Because, boy, I thought these things were dead when it came in March and nothing was growing. And look how much size it's put on. in a couple of months. They're almost about 8 feet tall already. Isn't that incredible in 2 months? This is my cold hardy hibiscus with purple leaves, and she's growing nicely. And I could see almost the flower pods are starting to form already. And that's my Mexican petunia. And some of my veggies over here. These are my peppers. And look at that, already starting to grow, flowering. And these are too, all doing quite well. This is some of my tomatoes and my eggplant. And the eggplants already start forming the flower for the fruit already, and they're doing quite nicely. My pencil cactus is putting on the pods and getting ready to bloom too. That should be nice pink flowers. And this one down here, the had yellow flowers and it's pendant. Now it's forming the fruit, and everything else doing beautifully. With that, I'm gonna leave you. Take care of yourselves. God bless. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.